Good afternoon, everybody. Frankie here with an update on what's going on with the war in Ukraine. I want to bring you to some news here that Russian officials are warning that this could escalate into World War III or even a nuclear World War III, and the risk of that is very real. So pay attention to this news. This is very important, and I'll leave you with that.
Begin with the war in Ukraine. This morning, the Secretary of Defense is meeting with top officials from around the world on how to help Ukraine in its fight against Putin's forces, as Russia's foreign minister warns about the risk of nuclear war. Marcus Moore starts us off in Kyiv. Good morning, Marcus.
Well, George, good morning. We are witnessing the cultural landscape of Kyiv change before our eyes. This bronze statue you see behind me has stood since 1982 and was meant to represent friendship between Russia and Ukraine. It's being taken down today in response to this war as world leaders meet to discuss more help for Ukraine. Overnight, officials from more than 20 countries convening in Germany to discuss how to support Ukraine in its fight against Russia.
You know, Putin never imagined that the world would rally behind Ukraine so swiftly and surely.
This comes as Russia's foreign minister, in an interview with state media, warns this conflict could escalate to World War III, with it bringing the potential for nuclear war. He says the risks are substantial. I wouldn't like these risks to be artificially inflated. The danger is serious, it is real, it cannot be underestimated. The Ukrainian foreign minister responding, Russia losing its last hope to scare the world off of supporting Ukraine, thus the talk of a real danger of World War III. This only means Moscow senses defeat in Ukraine. President Zelensky saying the fate of Europe, the fate of global security, the fate of the democratic system is being decided. In western and central Ukraine, Russia striking at least 5 railway stations and fuel sites. Authorities believe the Russians were trying to disrupt Ukrainian supplies heading east. To the southeast in Mariupol, Ukrainian fighters holding on at the besieged Azovstal steel plant. This video, shared by Russian state-affiliated media, shows a Russian vehicle firing explosives near the plant. Though the date the video was taken is unknown. The rest of the city is in ruins. After weeks of bombardments, Nina is in the city with her daughter. She says, we have lost everything, absolutely everything, all we've worked for. And as the Russian offensive escalates throughout the country, the British Defense Ministry assessing the Russians have taken massive casualties over the course of this war, with around 15,000 soldiers killed in action. The UN General Secretary is expected to meet with Vladimir Putin today in Moscow before coming here to Ukraine. World leaders are still leaving the door open to diplomacy as this war reaches 62 days. Meanwhile, here in Kyiv, in addition to removing the statue, there are plans to rename 200 Russian-related streets in response to this war. George.
Okay.